gotta say to the camera.
Back looking in, don't hit. Taken down by Taylor.
Walk the wall, baby. Certified pioneer. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than night pit. Closer than my dish. Keep away the giant here.
That's my quarterback, baby! On the ground, and then he came out of the pile.
He had what I call juke ability to make guys miss.
Side, runs away from Bowman. Farmer to the 10. 5 spectacular touchdown. Ball's thrown, and Tyree just goes up for it like a New York.
Yeah. It's your guy who is never lying. Sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Giant salute to each and every person that is tuned in to this stream. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I had zero plans on going live. It is something that I've been itching and wanting to do. And this was actually supposed to just be a video for me. And I just got up here and I was just like, man, nah, let me do a live, man. Let me check in because it's been a little minute. So I said, nah, let me just turn this thing into a live. And, you know, listen, a lot of people don't even realize this, man. When you go live, there's a little bit of preparation that goes into this thing, man. It's a little more difficult than it looks. You can't just go up here and just think like, all right, boom, I'm going to just ramble. You kind of have to, you know, plan things out. So bear with me, you know what I mean? And it has been a minute. It has been a minute since I've done this for a little bit. So, you know, it'll be a little rusty and all of that, but we're gonna do our thing, man, how we do it. Man, shout out to my guy, Clinton Jones, always tuned in. He says, hey, TP, how you doing? And how was your weekend, man? I'm glad you asked. I am doing great, man. I am doing great. My weekend has been beautiful. I've been working extremely hard. You know, when football season ends, that's kind of when I turn things up. You know what I mean? And to help fund, you know, my football year for the most part, man. But I cannot complain at all, man. Thanks for asking. How are you? Matt Customs, he says, my guy TP. Giant salute to my guy, Matt Customs, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Thank you for rocking with me. Listen, of course, like I always say, man, you have to make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe, and all of that good stuff, man. Oh, y'all tuned in. Y'all really in here today, man. Y'all making me feel good, man. Jorge from Born for Sports. Man, y'all already know. Y'all already know who this is, man. Y'all already know who this is. Born for Sports checking in, saying, what's up, bro? Man, it's been too long, man. We gotta do something soon, man. It's been way too long, man. I gotta definitely check in with you, man. How you doing? I am doing good, man. I am doing good, and I can't complain. Omega Supreme, my guy, Omega. Giant salute. He's checking in, says, what up, TP? Omega, I missed y'all, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I really just want to chop it in with y'all. I'm down to talk about any and everything. Yeah, I had to touch into the live stream, man. But of course, as you can see in the thumbnail, man, there are just some notable names. And one of these dudes is going to be a New York Giant. Let's keep it real. Because jobs is on the line. This is do or die for GM and coaching staff. We cannot have a season that we had this past season. So I expect to see a very active and busy off season. So some of these names, I got just a few names that I'm gonna just mention. Some of these names, man, I really believe is going to be a New York Giant. Yeah, man, it's stamped. Born for Sports says, I'm in whenever you're ready. Yes, sir. You already know. So Omega says trading for 3 for the 1 and 2 second rounds. What's your thoughts? Trading the 3 for the 1 and 2 second rounds. Are you asking, are we trading the 3rd pick to get that 1 and 2 slot? Oh, trading the 3 for the 1 and 2 second rounds. Hey, you got to write it back. I don't know. Maybe I'm slow, man. But I'm not picking it up. I don't know, man. You gotta. It's blame it on me. Sometimes you gotta break things down like a kindergarten with me, man. But yeah. So let's get into a couple names, man. And I want to get y'all opinions on what y'all think of these guys. Yay or nay. You with it? Nah. You don't believe the hype. You do believe the hype. Let's start off with T. Higgins. Listen, T. Higgins. I did read a report, I believe it was from Adam Schefter, who did say that they are looking to franchise tag T. Higgins. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's going to be a real thing or not. But I did hear that is a possibility. If we just so happen to get somebody like a T. Higgs, listen, I am with it. I am with it for sure. Because look, T. Higgs last season only played in 12 games, had 73 receptions, 911 yards, and 10 touchdowns. You pair him with Malik Nabers. Come on, man. Let's turn this offense up. I'm with anything that can turn this offense up, and T. Higgins can definitely do that. There's been a lot of comparisons with Malik Nabers already being like a Jamar Chase, man. So I'm with it. I'm with it. Even if it's just talks, just the idea of it, I just had to go ahead and stamp it and let you know that I'm with it. In 2022, T. Higgins had 74 receptions, had 1,000 yards of the season, and had 7 touchdowns. So we don't have to question whether he has it or not. We know he still has it. You know what I mean? We know what he's good for. He's a big target, 6'4", red zone target for sure. We know we need that red zone help. Solid hands. Can run any route on the route tree. And, as we seeing in this little clip over here, he's all about the yak. He can get that yak too. And so, listen, I'm willing to get T. Higgins. And any player that I mentioned, T. Higgins is actually on a higher caliber end where I'll pay the penny. I will pay the penny. I'll give up a little something to get T. Higgins, man. What exactly? I will give up something as great as a second rounder for T. Higgins, man. For T. Higgins, yeah, I'm with that. So, yeah, I want to stamp that. You heard it here first. Let me see what we have in the chat. Let me get back to it. He is saying trade our third and second rounders for the first pick. Oh, okay. The third and second? Nah. The third and second is a stretch. That's a lot. That's a lot to give up, man. Your third and your second. Maybe if you split it up, give them a third and maybe a second next year. That's more feasible for me. But a third and second, we have just so many holes in this team that's just a little too much right there. That's a little too much. And y'all know I want Shedeur. Y'all know, man. So yeah, I think that's just a little too much, man. Yeah, shout out to my guy Vocal Vike. He says, shout out to my guy TP. Appreciate you tapping in on my show. Yeah, man. I am always, so every time I see Vocal Vike, man, pop up, I'm always tuned in, man. Y'all are no stranger to Vocal Vike, man. Y'all seen the stream that we did with the first game of the season. Definitely a super, super dope stream. My favorite, Minnesota Viking content creator doing this thing, man. So definitely go over there and subscribe to my guy Vocal Vike, man. For sure. That would be a good pickup for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of activity this offseason. So when you got someone like T. Higgins on the line, look, let's go get him for sure. Omega Supreme says if the Titans give up their first for our third and 2 additional of the Giants' second-round picks, would you do it to get our quarterback? The Titans give up their first for our third and second additional. Okay, that's the same thing that you. Yeah. That's just too much, man. That is too much. again, if you split it up, I'll give you the third for this year and maybe the second next year. And that's something to even think about. That might even be too much. You know what I mean? But I think I could sit with that a lot better than I can with this year, man. Because you don't want to do that with a team like us that has holes. You know, of course we want our quarterback. Of course, that's a major priority. But when you are us, man, you don't want to overcook the chicken, man. For sure. But I like the question, man. I like the question. Born for Sports says Trey Smith, let's take care of this line and add another elite player to help out AT, who, by the way, hasn't stayed healthy since 2022, our last playoff season. Point of attack. Man, look, Trey Smith is as good as it gets, man. And I think you commented on one of my videos saying this before, and I really got to thinking about this. And it's not that I'm against it. It's just that I know Trey Smith is going to cost. He is going to cost. And again, when you're a team like us that just has holes, man, you just gotta, truly be careful on, how you spread the coin. But Trey Smith is a game changer. So if you're gonna spend the bag on anybody, a name like Trey Smith is who you would want to do it for. So I definitely get where you're coming from. I'm just very cautious of the spendings, man. I am, yo. I'm really cautious of that. Shout out to my guy, Iman Perry. Giant salute to Iman Perry, tuned in. Born for Sports, letting it be known, says, nah, that's way too much to trade up for the number one pick. Yeah, I'm with it. Vocal Vike showing love, man. Showing love with the the super chat, man. Hey, and I will say this. I'm glad you just reminded me. Shout out to Vocal Vike because this is the very first super chat in TP Wade the Giant history, man. So round of applause for that. Yes, man. I finally am able to do that. We finally reached a point to where the super chats is in, man. So yes, that shout out to Vocal Vike, man. You the first, man. You made history. So I see y'all. Iman Perry not with it. I hear you. Born for Sports says, I'd love T. Higgins. Yes, sir. Clinton Jones says, no, it's not with it. Yeah, I feel you. Clinton Jones says, what do you think about Matt coming to NY? I just put out a video about that, man. I'll keep it short and sweet. Matt Stafford is at the top of the list when it comes to like veteran presence and who you would want to add. I love Matt Stafford. He can air that shit out. Anything that you would want in a passing game quarterback, Matt Stafford has it. He's a veteran. He has that pocket presence that is on that elite level. So even if things break down up front, the play is not absolutely dead when the ball is in Matthew Stafford's hands. But on the other side to that, I'm not getting Matthew Stafford if I could get Shedeur. I'm not getting Matthew Stafford if I can get a Cam Ward. For the long run, those are the guys that I believe in, and those are the guys I feel like can be long-term quarterbacks. So if it costs that much, then I'm not with it. Also, the Colin Cowherd put out, his sentiment on what he's been hearing and all of that. And I'm damn sure not getting up no third pick. You know what I mean? So if there's any questions about giving up that third pick for Matthew Stafford, Floyd, what we gonna talk about?
I can tell you right now.
It's a regular everlasting.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Fuck no.
Fuck no, man. So look, Born for Sports says I'd swap 1 for 3, a third round and next year's second if it gets the deal done. As long as I can keep next year's first round. See what I'm saying? I'm with that. Yeah, I could do that. That's more feasible right there. I'm with you, Jorge. Yeah, Vocal Vike says I need that gold jacket. Yeah, that's the fact. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Yeah, the first super chat, man. That's dope right there. That's dope. He says, keep grinding, bro. It's lit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. And we got special things coming up. You know what I mean? You know, the Giants face the Vikings again, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna do something again, man. But the grind is real, man. The grind is real. Namar says, would bring in T. Higgins during free agency if the Giants can't get Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward. Would you guys entertain Jackson Dart in the second round? I think you said it best, man. I think you said it best. If we can't get Shedeur or Cam, I am definitely open to getting Jackson Dart, especially if these guys believe that he's the one. I've seen a little bit of Jackson Dart. I'm not gonna sit here and act like all these other clowns and act like they broke down all of these collegiate quarterbacks and know everything about these dudes and know every of their habits and all of that. I've seen a little bit. I've seen a sample size. From what I've seen from Jackson Dart, I'm not going to play him and try to dismiss him and act like he can't get the job done. But I think that is exactly who he is to me, man. He's an afterthought of a Shedeur and Cam Ward. That for a fan base that has that fear of quarterbacks who lack that anticipation gene. I mean, I've seen a lot of that from Jackson Dart. So I'm not mad at that if that's what the cards is laid out, if that's what we got to do. But I'm not even thinking about Jackson Dart if we could get Shedeur or Cam Ward. You know what I mean? Clinton Jones says, I agree. Yup. Amon Perry says, they're going to have to entertain everybody. Oh, yeah. Like, let's not get it twisted. Just because, we are the team that is, out here and doing all of the shopping around, it isn't necessarily a good thing. It ain't really something to brag about. No, we're going to have to entertain everybody because it's do or die. It is do or die, man. Born for Sports says, I'm only taking Stafford if I can't get Ward or Sanders. I agree wholeheartedly. Man. Look, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Look, again, this was just a last-minute thing, man. This was truly a last-minute thing, so I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me for however long y'all can. The next name that I want to add is, let me get my visuals right. And this is somebody, I'm not gonna lie, I've been hearing a lot of people not with this. So I've been hearing a lot of people shooting this one down, but I am still going to mention it just because it is a name, and there may be a slight possibility to this one. But what about Deebo Samuel? Deebo Samuel is a possibility. Last year, he recorded 51 receptions, 670 yards, and only had 3 touchdowns. But in 23, he had 60 receptions, 892 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Now, as far as the injury history is concerned, he missed 2 games in 2024, missed 2 games in 2023, and missed 4 games in 2022. This dude has never played a full season. He has never played a full season. He has missed 15 games due to various injuries. So you add that to the fact that when you look at Deebo Samuel, you kind of question if he still has the attributes on what made him great. Does he still have that burst of speed? Does he still have that playmaker ability of being shifty, of being fast? Can he play those inside, outside running back roles for this team still? I think a lot of people are going to say no. A lot of people are going to say no. So for me personally, unless he's like, oh man, I was about to come off super crazy. I was about to say on sale, but that's crazy. But unless he is it's not expensive. I'm not really with Deebo Samuel. I'm gonna keep it real. And I say this all the time, man. Just because we're in a situation where it may seem like desperate measures, it doesn't mean to me that you just go and get anybody just because, and just names is not going to do it for me. So I'm just not really sold on Deebo right now. If this was Deebo in his prime, look, this is a whole different conversation. But from what I've seen with Deebo, man, he's just not something that I have that total interest with. Clinton says good wide receiver. Namar says I would rather take T. Higgins or Brandon Ayuk if they are still available in free agency. Yeah, I don't know if Brandon is available. I don't know. But yeah, I feel you. I would definitely rather take a T. Higgins if I could. But again, there was reports that the Bengals is looking to franchise tag T. Higgins. So, we'll definitely see coming up if that's what's gonna happen or not. But we will see. Born for Sports says I'm good on Deebo. Too many injuries and a big salary. Plus, don't trust the Niners. Letting him go tells me they know something nobody does. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you for sure. I'm not sold either, man. I'm not sold. Lamar says I am fine with Deebo Samuels also. Okay. I don't want Deebo. And Iman Perry says it's not desperate for us. It's desperate for Shane and Dumbo. I want them out of here. Now that's a fact. That's a fact, Iman. That's a fact. I want them out of here too. But now that we keeping them, now that there's no conversation with it, I got to be a man of my word. When Daniel Jones was the quarterback and I was the one sitting here saying, I'm gonna ride with them. You got to ride with the guys that are just going to be here, because at the end of the day, there ain't nothing that we could do to change it. I have to keep that same energy. Y'all know my opinions about Joe Shane. Y'all know my opinions about Coach Dable, but they not going anywhere. So, we gotta ride. We gotta ride. So that's that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much out on Deebo Samuel. I'll leave it at that. The next name, man. The next name. Now, this one definitely has my attention, but I've heard, mixed reviews about this one. I definitely want to get y'all opinions on this to see what y'all are thinking. But the next name that I have in mind is Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs, man, a lot of people has also given up on him. A lot of people don't believe that he still has the same sauce. And a lot of people question his, I guess, character issues. Stefon Diggs only played 8 games last year, but he had 47 receptions, 496 yards, and 3 TDs. But of course, his season was cut short because he had the torn ACL. So people are hesitant. People are hesitant to see, is Stefon Diggs the same Stefon Diggs? ACL injury is no joke. It is no joke. But one thing that we know about Stefon Diggs is that he is Mr. Consistent. In 2023, he had 107 receptions, 1,183 yards, 8 touchdowns, and he was a 1,000-yard receiver since 2018. So I would definitely, I'm going to go against the grain right here, man. Iman Perry, I see you. You're not with Stefon Diggs. I would entertain a Stefon Diggs, man. I would entertain a Stefon Diggs. Namar says, I like Stefon Diggs. He has a connection with Brian Dable. Yeah, man, I would take a Stefon Diggs. I think Stefon Diggs is more likely to be a Giant than people actually give attention to. and I'm gonna say this. This could be a reach, but this is just me putting two and two together. Stephon Diggs is dating Cardi B. All right. Stephon Diggs, it has officially came out. They spent time together on Valentine's Day and all of that other stuff. Y'all probably heard about the little drama between him and Offset and all that, but whatever. And that's whatever. Stephon Diggs may want to be in New York because his shorty, Cardi B, is of course in New York. So that may be an extra incentive or something in his brain that makes him want to get to the town. I'm just throwing it out there again. This is my brain works. This is how my brain works. This may be a reach, but listen, man. Hey, the cat has power. The cat has power, man. I'm gonna just say that. Iman Perry says his attitude is not what we need. See, my question is this, man. When we say attitude, I mean, isn't that what comes with the territory when you want a receiver that is on that type of level? I mean, because let's keep it real. We fans kind of gloss over the Malik Neighbors attitude situation because we love Malik. We love Malik. He's a special talent. But we can't sit here and act like he doesn't have an attitude. Attitude is kind of what comes with that receiver position, to be real with you. Now, again, let me know. I mean, maybe there's something that I don't know about his attitude that you may know of. So again, let me know. I could be totally off on this. But me, pause, I like a receiver with a certain level of attitude. I do. Oh, did they get me? All right, let me get up out of there. Yeah, they got me. They see that's how they work, man. That's how they work. I'm gonna do without the the highlights. Let me see here. Let me see. All right, let me know. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Are we on? Are we live?